We're live. Just give us a minute. I don't want to start yet. We're going to wait just a minute or two and give people a chance to join. And we may not see everybody from where they've joined. We'll see. There'll be people on Facebook Live, inside of TourMeApp, and on YouTube as well.
Shall I write again right now that we're live?
Yeah, you guys let people know that we're live.
צריך להרחיק את זה יותר כנראה. בוא נתרחק.
Jonathan,
good morning.
So
can you guys see us?
Yeah, I can see you now. If you stay that close together, I can see you both.
Okay. Because we are seeing ourselves as cut off. I'm only seeing half of my face and
I see half of you. If Merav can slide a little bit closer to you, it would be good.
I can't.
Is that light in the back too bright?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Mm-hmm.
אנחנו כאילו הפוכים.
כן.
לא לדבר גסויות, אני מבקש.
We are seeing a mirror image of ourselves.
You're seeing a mirror?
Yeah.
You'll have to change that in your settings. So
that's fine.
So we do have people logged in the app. We've got people watching the app, watching this live stream inside the app. So hello, everyone. Waiting on some more people to join, and we'll get started in just a moment.
I got to tell you, Jonathan, I was looking at the app. It looks good even at 4 a.m.
Oh, man.
Is it snowing at your place? Can you see snow from your house?
No, it snowed yesterday 20 miles from us.
But you could see it? You could see the mount?
I drove there. I drove to Tzfat. That's where it snowed.
It's fat, but Mount Hermon, can you see it?
Yes, of course.
White?
Yes, I can see it from my porch, yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, do we see on the screen somewhere if there's people who are listening to us? Or only you can see that?
I can see I can see a count. I can't see on the screen. I can't show on the screen how many are watching right now.
Not sure.
So let's get started. If that's okay with you guys. All right. So good evening, everyone. And for our friends in Israel, good morning, early morning. So Boker Tov, it is 4 a.m. in Israel. And no one in their right mind is awake right now, except for these three who have been so kind to give us some of their time tonight. We wanted to get together a few days before Christmas and just talk for a few minutes about the current state of Israel, or current state of tourism in Israel, and talk about TourMeApp and how that can be beneficial to you for the holidays as a potential gift for someone you love. And also for yourself. It would be a great gift for you yourself. So buy it for yourself, buy it for a friend. But let's talk about let's talk about the app a little bit, tourism in general in Israel. Then we're going to talk about what's coming up in the app. So the new stuff that's coming along. And then there's something big coming Christmas Day that I want to talk about. So first things first, guys, can you give us an update on the current state of tourism in Israel? So what's going on there?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say a few things about it, and then Tzvi or Mirav can take it from there and talk about the app. So, what really leads to the app is the fact that there's zero tourism in Israel, but not only that, there's also lots of thoughts and important things that brought Mirav, who is the founder of TourMeApp, to how it started. But for people who want to know what's happening with tourism in Israel today, it's literally zero. There's no one coming to Israel, and this is the situation for 2 years straight now. So the industry is almost crashed, one can say. And if that wasn't enough, then a week ago, the Minister of Treasure in Israel said in the Knesset that tour guides, tour operators should start looking for a different profession, meaning we don't even see the end of this situation. The only thing with us, tour guides, is that for us, it's not changing a profession. We are doing something that we love doing. This is not just for money and we can replace that with something else. This is something that's in our blood, in our veins, and we have a goal to educate people all over the world about the Bible, about the Holy Land, and about everything that happened here. So changing a profession is no option for us. And here's where TourMeApp also gets into the picture. So it's Tzvi and Mirav, please.
Mirav, first of all, why don't you tell us how you came up with the idea?
Okay, so hello everyone, and good morning for us. And so the app started 3 years ago. I'm 17 years with Tzvi, that is a tour guide, and I met so many people that came to Israel, and I remember every time their faces when they first came here, when they saw the amazing sights in Israel, and even before they left. And my family, they came from overseas, and this land for me is a very, very, very important place. And I think that there's so many people around the world that would like to see these amazing places in this world, in this land. And it's hard to come here to see. And even now with the pandemic, we can see even more that people can't come to the land that was promised for us and for all the, and there's so many people around the world that there's so many places that can change their lives if they're going to come and visit here. And this app came to give a solution for the people around the world that can't come. The best way to see this amazing land, to experience this amazing story. This is why we try to do the movies so emotion, to add a lot of special things to help people to feel like they're really here. For us, for me, even that I'm not a tour guide, one of my biggest dream and the big passion that's standing behind this app is to bring over this amazing land, these amazing presents that we got, that we live here, all to spread it all over the world to everyone, and to help people to make their faith stronger, and to help them to go through a lot of things that we know that this land helps people.
So excellent. So what is, each of you, if you have a favorite part, what is your favorite part of the app? What's your favorite video? What's your favorite place that we have so far? I know there's a lot coming, but as far as what we've published so far.
From what we have so far.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, Me personally, I enjoy thoroughly Jaffa. I would say also Caesarea, but it's mostly Boaz, so
I like Jaffa. Jaffa was great. I, and one of the things that I liked about Jaffa was not necessarily the biblical aspect of it, but the historical aspect of it. I love that you talked about Napoleon. I'm a huge history fan, and that is something that was very appealing to me. I don't know how many people in France have purchased TourMeApp yet, but I think that is a nugget, a gold nugget, waiting for them. Not just them, but anybody who likes history. Jaffa did a very good job of bringing together biblical history, secular history, geography in one location, and that was fantastic. So I love Jaffa in that regard. Boaz, what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Yes, I have a favorite place, and that is the land of Israel. And I say that because, when you create something like the app that we've created, it's like, a child that's being born. So to me, it's almost as like asking me who is my favorite child. And I say, no, they're all my favorite children. So this is all God's creation, and we simply try to bring it piece by piece to people all over the world. So to me, there's no place that's better than the other. They're all good in their own different ways.
Yeah. Mirav, do you have a favorite?
I feel the same like Boaz, actually, because I can tell you that I'm 47 years old, and I live all my life in this land. And like you, every time that there's a new movie coming in, I learn so much about this land. So Boaz can tell you also that every time a new movie comes out, I tell Boaz, wow, this is the best. And then comes another one and I say, wow, this is the best. But there's so many new things that I learn. And I've got friends in Israel that every time a new movie comes in, they say, wow, we didn't know it. I said, okay, so it's good that we've got TourMeApp. So
I,
I learned a lot about this land through Zvika and Boaz and all these amazing things that are coming on.
I could tell you that our 14-year-old son was seeing one of our videos in raw state, not even totally edited.
Mm-hmm.
And he was looking at it and he said, wow, this is how they should be teaching in school.
Yeah, it's really great. And I think the drones, so you guys are very energetic. You bring a lot of life to the videos, but the drone shots are amazing, and the photography, the videography is fantastic. So,
we can
Yeah,
take credit for that. It's Udi. I mean,
Udi does
100%.
great. Udi does
Our
great.
photographer, that is a photographer for the National Geographic, by the way, and he's like top notch. I don't think we could top him if we overturn this world.
All right.
I can tell you one thing that there's one thing that we said all the way. We need to bring the highest quality that we can give you, because we want to feel like you are on a VIP trip. So we're gonna all the way. The high quality was one of the things that is all the time in front of us to keep on giving you high quality.
And so I feel like you guys, I love everything. Every time something comes out, I can't wait to watch it. With the last video, I actually waited until it was uploaded in the app before I actually watched it, because I wanted to see it and have the experience the same way that the end user does, the same way the person opening the app does. So I get early views of it, before it's, before it gets loaded. And so I waited, but I must tell you, as much as I love all of them for their own particular reasons, there is one that I love above everything else so far. And it's, and it's personal. and that is Susita. So if you guys will allow me to, I think it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but if you guys will allow it, I want to show the first part of Susita. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Of
Go
course.
ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, here we go.
When we visited the Church of the Fish and the Loaves, we spoke about Jesus' ministry in Galilee and how he shared love, kindness, and equality amongst people. Here at Susita, Jesus acted as the role model that he was, encouraging people to be just like him. Allow me please to take you into this incredible site and share with you this amazing story. Ladies and gentlemen, Susita is without a doubt one of the most significant sites around the Sea of Galilee, and practically the only one that is on the eastern side of the lake that is so well preserved. The first one to fortify this massive cliff was Alexander the Great. Alexander was a great strategist, and he understood the potential of controlling the Sea of Galilee and also the Via Maris. Later on, the area over here was inhabited by the Gergesenes. These were pagans, an offshoot of the Canaanites who settled along the east side of the Sea of Galilee, while the Jewish communities were spread on the western shores of the lake. Luke 8 tells us that on one of their journeys, Jesus and the disciples sailed from the western side, the Jewish side, to the other side. What is the other side? The other side is the eastern side of the lake, but the terminology matters here. When it says to the other side, folks, it's not only geographically the other side, but also, and maybe more so, psychologically. The other side meant the unknown. They didn't know where they were going to. The culture over here on the eastern side of the Sea of Galilee was very different. The western side was Jewish. This was pagan. This was a different language, different culture. The Jewish people were sea people. These were mountain people. And so the unknown is what was waiting for them over here. In fact, the disciples were so afraid that when they finally reached the eastern side of the lake, Jesus was the only one who came out of the boat and met with the locals. What happens next? Come with me, I'll show you.
Oh, sorry about that. So I've got to tell you why that's my favorite. I love Israel because I'm a history fan. I love Israel because I made some good friends when I was there, people that I care about dearly. I love history. I love the Bible. But Susita, when we were there in 2019, it was late in the day and we were headed back to our kibbutz where we were staying at, and Boaz and our driver Meir, whom, if you ever watch this, hey Meir, the greatest driver I've ever seen in my life. There may be a better one, but I've never seen one. But we went to the base of it, just got out and stood there. We were not able to go up. It was late in the day, and that was an amazing experience, just being at the base of it. And I always said, when I go back, I want to go up there. I want to go up there. And I know it's talked about in the video, the next video, but in the Susita series. But the thing that gets me is that one that met Jesus there, and Yeshua changed his life. And I think I may butchered it, but I think when I watched that, I sent you guys a message and said, Ani Hagoy Hazeh. And I think that's how I say, I am that Gentile. I am that Gentile. That Yeshua, that Jesus, Hamashiach, that your Messiah, my Savior. It just reminds me of my life. of my past and where he brought me from. I think about the prodigal son in Luke 15, and he went into a far country. I don't know where that far country was, but it was a place where he was eating with the swine. He was eating with the pigs, and it may have been over this way, it may have been somewhere else, but it is just amazing to me. So I love it. Sorry, enough about me, but thank you. And I have experiences like this with the other videos too. Capernaum is another one. I love Capernaum. It brought back so many memories of being there. Just a curious question though. Would you guys mind telling just why it's called Capernaum? You hear certain people say it different ways. You hear some people Capernaum, Capernaum. So would you tell us why it has that name? I thought it was interesting when I learned that.
Yeah, one of the things, thanks, that we love doing, both Tzvi and myself, is educating people, not just taking them around. And part of the education is Hebrew, because when you understand Hebrew, you understand the text so much better. And Jonathan, you're right. You're asking, what is Capernaum, Capernaum, Capernaum? There's so many ways of pronouncing it, but the correct pronunciation should be Kfar Nahum. Kfar means village or town. Nahum, Nahum. Some even say maybe Prophet Nahum. So the village of Nahum is Kfar Nahum. I'll give you another quick example. We say Armageddon. What is Armageddon? Where does that come from? Well, that comes from, again, two Hebrew words. One is Har, which means mount, and the other one is Megiddo, the location. So Har Megiddo, Mount Megiddo became Armageddon. And that is why, in order to understand the Bible better, it's important to have someone who speaks that can translate
Yes.
words and give you the meaning of names that, unlike in English, they all mean something in Hebrew.
Thank you so much for that. Z, anything that as far as the tours that you want to bring out, like with like I did with Sasita, like he did with Capernaum's name. I really like the way with Jaffa, the way you talked about the not just, I mentioned Napoleon earlier, but you talked about all the blue, and I thought that was amazing. That's something we would have never known apart from that video.
Well, for that, you need to be here with us. And if you can't do it physically, then there's one little solution that I thought of. I just happened to think of it that could maybe solve your problem. And it's called TourMeApp.
Absolutely.
And we tried to really bring in everything that we can so as to show you not just the sites and not just the Bible and not just history. We want you to actually be able to almost feel like you're there, and it's definitely by far the second best way to seeing it, even more so now that we can't travel.
Mm-hmm.
So we have harnessed technology and are going to bring to you so much more. We know what's in store. If you like Israeli food, if you like special lectures, if you like obviously all the sites, but you're going to learn with us not just about the places, you're mostly going to learn about the people in the promised land.
And all of that, truly, when you think about it, for $39, that is so much worth it. It's a lot less than taking your family to a movie or fast food place, and you can be there all year and just kind of say, hey, this is a priority. And not only I can do that, I can also give it as a gift to someone dear to me. Christmas is coming. How about spending $39 and giving someone the best gift, the Holy Land, to your living room back in America? So
absolutely.
By the way, this is one of the things that were leading us also on when we developed the app. think even I told you the first time that we spoke that one of the reasons that we wanted not to be that it will be $39, that it's that everyone can buy it, just that it will be available for everyone and easy to get.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about what's coming next. I know we're almost at the end of 2021, and we've got a lot of tours there now. But you guys aren't done. You guys are just. I mean, you've got a lot coming. I know there's a lot on the editing floor now with Udi, but and there's a lot to be dubbed. There's a lot of things happening. But what can we expect in the next while?
Buzz,
Well,
you're right.
yeah, it's okay. I can talk about that. We already had our shootings in Jerusalem and other places in Galilee. So very soon that will be added to our content. And once you have a lot more around Galilee, the Sea of Galilee, and Jerusalem, that is already very respectable. Well, we're not going to stop there. We'll continue with the Red Sea, Masada, Qumran, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and Getty, all the places that one can think of. All of that will be in the app. So when we also talked about the $39, I want people to really understand all of this money goes to developing the app. We're not even making any money yet, but we're spending all this money on improving the app, putting more content. So in the end, you in America will have the best product possible.
With your help, we'll be making money because, we'd love to, but we cannot live just on air.
Absolutely. And so, guys, those of you watching, it's not an infomercial. It's to talk about the things that are available within TourMeApp. As a minister, it is a valuable resource. But also for these guys, this is how they need to feed their families during this time when they're used to meeting people at the airport. They're used to taking people around, and that's how they made their living. That is not an option for them right now. And while, I know that it's tough for a lot of people right now, it is incredibly difficult. It has to be for these guys. It's a great gift. It's a great gift. And when you give it to someone else, including yourself, you are also giving the gift to these guys to be able to keep going. And again, right now, they're just trying to recover from the expenses they've already invested. So tell your friends. And if you haven't purchased and you're watching now, please go and make a purchase. Matter of fact, when you do, you can, if you want to give it to someone else, choose the purchase button, and then there's an option before you check out to choose this is a gift for someone else, and put in their email address, put in their name, and it's a fantastic gift. So before we go, speaking of gifts, Christmas Day is coming up soon, guys, and you guys have got something big coming on Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. I'm sorry. So tell us about that. That's exciting.
Well, we planned and advertised to do a special live stream from Bethlehem, from the Church of Nativity. And we got a big slap in the face when we were not approved because of the tenseness and security issues in Bethlehem, because Bethlehem is located in the Palestinian Authority. And we were approved and counting on it and working on it and planning everything. And just yesterday, we were told we would not be able to do it. So rather than going to Bethlehem, we're going to be transmitting from Nazareth. And Nazareth has, of course, the Basilica of Annunciation. But in addition, they have a parade, and they have the festivities that they have during Christmas Eve. And we'll be doing several segments from there because it's at different times. And it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to be letting you actually partake with us in those celebrations. And
It will be already the second year that Christians are not allowed to come into this
Yep.
land
Mm-hmm.
for Christmas. And for us, it's very, very sad. And this is one of the things that we are giving this live stream for free. So whoever downloads the app can join us for this live stream. And this is one of we want to ask you for your help. Ask as much as, tell people to download the app, to join us on this live stream, that even that you can't be here physically, help us to bring virtually all the energy into this holy sites, and to maybe it will help to get back things back in together. Maybe if all the believers will be with us spiritually, virtually, maybe things will help, maybe God will say there's so many people that this land is so important for them. I'm going to make a change.
Merav, you said something very important there, and that is that the live stream that you guys are doing in Nazareth now, number one, that's exciting to me. That's so exciting because I love Nazareth. I love going there. It's fantastic, and the things that there's a lot of exciting things there. Maybe no, it would. Yes, it would have been nice to be able to go to Bethlehem, but the thing that you said there is that it's free for everyone. You can download the app. You can sign up, create an account, and you can watch videos within the app. You can watch the trailers. You can watch certain videos within the app. You can watch certain live streams within the app. And this one is free. You can do all of those things before you ever make a purchase. So you can try it out, check it out, navigate around, play with it, and watch some things and see how wonderful it is. And then I can tell you, you're going to want to subscribe. Boaz, anything to add before we go?
No, I think we've said it all, and I'll just emphasize again that this half hour that we spent together now was really for people who love Israel, who love the land, who love God, who love the Bible. People that have been coming to Israel for so many years, so many times, but also people who love Israel from a distance, and for different reasons were never able to make it to here. So whether you'll never be able to come to Israel for whatever reason, or if you've been here so many times, it doesn't matter. This app works for everyone, either to get back your memories or to be exposed for all these amazing places for the first time. So I think we've created something that is really the best product for mainly Christian Americans.
I love that. So something else there is you said Christian Americans, but it's not just for Americans, and it's not just for English speaking people. So in the app now, we've got videos in Spanish, Portuguese, as well as English. So if anybody, your church has a Spanish speaking ministry, if your church has a Portuguese ministry, if you have missionary friends in different parts of the world, in Central America, in Europe, wherever they are, in South America, tell them about this app, and it will help them. It will be a great blessing to them, no doubt. Look, yes, it's a tool. Yes, there's a price on it.
Jonathan, don't limit yourself to only to Portuguese, Spanish, and English, because in addition we have 24 languages in the subtitles.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that means that we've covered the majority of the world. We have Chinese, and we have Russian, and we have many European languages, and we have Korean, and we have you name it. I mean, it's something huge. I mean, by purchasing it, you're only making a small step of the big journey that TourMeApp encompasses.
So just this week, we uploaded, or not this week, but just in the last few days, I forgot what day it is. Just in the last few days, you guys published Dan Tell Dan,
Banias.
Banias. We've got to go, but before we go, I mean, that was an amazing experience for me when we were there, just looking at that and seeing the pagan worship that was there, and hearing what Jesus said while he was there. Somebody close us out. Tell us a little bit about that experience. What Jesus did at Banias.
In a nutshell, Banias, Caesarea Philippi, is one of the major crossroads in Christianity. That is where Jesus, for the first time, actually tells the disciples and prepare them for the fact that he is going to be crucified in Jerusalem. And they're so shocked that even Peter says, then don't do that. And then, Jesus answers and says, get behind me, Satan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need to understand that you have followed me this far, but now it's your big test, because now you know that me, your rabbi, will be crucified, and after that I'll raise from the dead. So this is where the faith part of the New Testament begins on a very high volume.
Now, I kind of messed up there because I said Dan as well, and I don't think Dan's been uploaded yet.
But it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Right.
It's coming.
Expected before New Year's.
Oh, wow. That's exciting too. So a lot of history there. Super exciting. So Zvi, Merav, Boaz, thank you so much for spending your early morning when you could be sleeping. But thank you so much for everything. Get some rest, go back to sleep. Or for Boaz, who has not even been to sleep yet, he's going to be late getting up. If anybody needs him tomorrow, he's going to be sleeping in. And so, guys, thank you so much from America.
Jonathan,
we love you. And
just before we part, Jonathan, are you able to give the people the link of where they could purchase TourMeApp, and also tell them that in addition to working on Android and iOS, we have a web app, which means that you can see it on your computers. And Boaz already showed us that you could air it on huge screen TVs and feel like you're in the movie theater. And we made it the easiest for you to get the full life experience.
Absolutely. You certainly did. I love pulling it up and watching it using AirPlay on my TV. It's great. So guys, I put the address for TourMeApp.net, the bottom of the screen there. Everyone can see that. Go visit. We've had some purchases already during our stream today. Thank you so much for that. And it's a blessing when that happens, but let's see some more. Let's show some love for these guys.
One thing, today in the evening, we're going to have a special live stream from Haifa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're
Haifa,
going
awesome.
today to Haifa, and Vadi Nisnas is like one of the beautiful places before Christmas. So we're going to live stream it. We don't know exactly the hour because it's raining here. So it will be like a surprise live stream. But we're going to live stream Haifa and the Baha'is and all the lights. And it's like so beautiful. So we're going to show you how beautiful that even in this land, Christmas is right here. And we can feel it and we can see it.
I know we need to go, and I keep trying to close us and shut us down, but you keep saying stuff that just makes me excited about Israel. One of the things that you just talked about, Haifa. Haifa is a place on the side of a mountain, or it runs up the side of the mountain there. The gardens that you're talking about, and one of the things that made me think of was you said it's raining as well, and on Mount Hermon it's not just raining; it is snowing. So just an amazing thing. And so,
skiers, you can come to Israel.
All right, guys, get some rest. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Go sign up for an account. Even if you don't purchase, go sign up, check it out. Look at the stuff that's available for free. and promise you'll want to. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good
Goodbye.
night. Lehitraot.